Welcome back to another episode of the Bad Taste Video Podcast. I'm Mike. I'm here with my half-dead homeboy, Mr. Grizz, and we are, I guess this is a celebration today, right?
I didn't realize it was a milestone, but I guess it technically, I feel like every one of these little numbers that we hit, it's a good day for us, you know?
Oh, I'm not even. Go.
It's 250. What is it? 255, right?
Something like that. We are at an episode. That's not even what I was talking about. Yeah, 255. But I am talking about the fact that we finally got confirmation that the Darkness Blu-ray is happening. The final edit has been sent, right?
Right.
For coloring and all that stuff.
I never doubted that it was not happening. I just, was concerned of the amount of time that it was taken to come together. And I understand, it's a homegrown movie and it's kind of like a homegrown project to get this Blu-ray put together and released. But progress as of the 3rd of this month, 3 days ago, a hard copy on a hard drive of the fully remastered and everything, ready for color correction, was in the hands of the company to do it. And, I'm thinking that within hopefully this year, we could get a release date. Maybe not a release date of this year, but at least a confirmation of early 2024.
So with that being said, let's hit the intro. What an intro, man. Jeez. Kiryu Gore, it was taking a while, but I'm happy it's legit happening. That's it, man. It's going to happen. It's done.
That's right.
Well, it's pretty much done. And,
almost done.
And what better way to celebrate by talking about this classic yet again while we finally can do it in a video format so we could show you a little bit of this movie, because it is a little bit... it's a little elusive, right? It's not streaming anywhere. There might be a version on YouTube, but it's like some sort of dub, or it's got like...
I didn't realize that was such a hard film to find, and we've had copies for a while and stuff, and but yeah, you can't stream it anywhere. So like, if you're in the chat now, like, how many people have seen this fucking movie? Because like it is special, man. This is the fucking Bad Taste Video movie. As you can tell here,
I have multiple,
I can't show off
copies.
I got a nice little the Darkness, the vampire version here on DVD. This is actually a fucking awesome release. All the clips you're gonna see today that we pulled are from this DVD, and the fucking remaster they did on this compared to the VHS, dude, these look fucking awesome.
Yeah, I can actually agree with that. I have a Japanese DVD, but that's in the other room. I didn't bother to bring that in. But this is one of those movies where like I always knew this cover art. Like, this was like infamous cover art in like the VHS world, in the horror community in general, because it's like an extremely, graphic one. I'll start from the beginning, even though they're all relatively... no, this is actually the Film Threat one. This is technically the second release. There's a pre-release that I guess was kind of like a promo copy. That's one that I'm still after. If you have one, hit me up. I'm willing to work something out with you, because then I'm almost
Plenty of trade bait, that's for sure.
yeah. I actually I need two. I need that one, and then I'll show you kind of the other one that I need. So after that, we have the this is the Norseman release. Now this is the one that you see a lot of people with, where the tape has pretty cool feature. I haven't seen many other companies do something like this, but the tape itself has like a blood splatter on the label. I always thought that was awesome. Yeah, so that's how you know that that's a
That's my preferred copy, honestly, just because that's the company that, you know, Leif and stuff and his buddies put that movie out on their own through. They own that production or that, you know, distribution company and stuff. The Film Thread's definitely a fucking awesome release. The cover, the whole layout of that
apparently
just looks amazing.
There's not, you know, there are copies out there, but there's not like an abundant amount of those Film Threat ones. Apparently it was like they were destroyed in like an earthquake or some shit, or the master was destroyed in an earthquake. But this is the Film Threat one, but the Film Threat one also has a cool label. This is like,
that's what I loved about Film Threat. They usually would do that with like the full graphic on
like
the oversized label. It's really a nice touch.
Especially a movie like this, it like really adds to the whole the ambiance of, you know, the whole thing. But I'm not done, man. I am not done. So we got some foreign releases here. Now can I see your DVD cover again?
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so they used the same cover as this is the UK release. I like this artwork. There's like a really nice 4K still or 2K still, whatever the hell it is, on the Facebook page for the Darkness Final Cut, and it looks awesome. It's that, I guess it's that image. Then you also got let's see, I think this is the German one. Yeah, this is the German release.
That's good. Nice.
And that like shitty fucking clamshell. And
I
then
like those.
you have, I believe this is Spain. This is
that's definitely the Spanish one.
That's Spain. Now, I guess this might be my second favorite, because like the coloring is fucking weird as hell. But this is one of the Japanese ones, and apparently there is a second one.
That's so fucking tough. That is honestly the Japanese always fucking like outdo us with cover art, man. Even when like it's taken, like, okay, one of my favorite things though that you'll get about Japanese tapes is when you have like a cover of the movie that's super badass, and then you look at the back of that and it's like stills from a completely fucking different movie than what the cover is supposed to be.
The stills that they used on this one, they are from the movie. It's hard to see on this, but like they look like they're from something completely different. The way that they're colored, there's almost like a green hue to them. But I always like what they do on the backs of these films, especially the ones from like other countries. It's very interesting. It's kind of funny. Like this is the back of the German one. So you have the people eating the guy in the car wash. One of the vampires at the end melting, and the girl. This one has a similar one. But you got the one with fucking Leif on there. Is that Leif?
That's my favorite picture. Yeah, that's my favorite picture. Old Man Doom 138 used to rent it every week. Imagine like renting this when like you were younger and seeing it at that point, and just I would become fucking obsessed.
Yeah,
like I would change who I was probably if I saw this movie.
I definitely didn't see this until I was a bit older.
Me too.
Man, if I saw this when I was younger, this would have been my favorite movie, because it looks like Evil Dead almost, like the way that it's filmed, some of the inside shots, like the quality of it for whatever. I guess it's that grain and the lighting and everything. This movie's fucking wild.
Like every time I watch it, I gain new appreciation for it, because like the first few times I watch it, I'm just so enthralled with like the gore, the soundtrack, everything that like I really look for in a movie is just fucking delivered tenfold and in the most perfect way. But like after I'm over, like I'm not over it, but like after I've seen that and I get that point of the movie, I start like watching it for like subtle nuances and like just choices that he made as a director, and I'm fucking blown away at like the tension building that he's able to achieve in scenes in this movie. Scenes that aren't necessarily gory are just like so fucking tension heavy, shot dramatically, where this is a low budget movie, but like he has such an eye for framing out of for film and like to put these scenes together in a way that's just like, damn, like this is some fucking creepy, haunting ass shit. I get like it's almost one of those things where it's like, okay, it's like the one and done, like he created this perfect fucking movie and like nothing ever, was done after that. But in a way, I'm just like, make more fucking movies, dude. Like this is so good.
Yeah, I mean, this movie has legitimately one of the craziest fucking intros to any movie I've ever seen. Like this is something that like I feel like it just beats the shit out of most movies. And this is a vampire movie. And to me, this is almost like after watching it, I watch it all the fucking time. Obviously, I'm fucking in love with it. But this is almost like a fucking Lost Boys on fucking steroids and meth. You know what I mean? Like the young vampires going around fucking with other kids and shit. Like once in a while, like adults get killed, but it's mostly other teenagers. Like even fucking Liven, the main vampire, he kind of looks like he could be in the Lost Boys, right? Like the way he's dressed
he's a little gothic, but like it's kind of funny, dude, because I think we could both agree that when we started this, well, when you started it and I came into this podcast and we started watching these movies together, that we didn't really have an appreciation for vampire movies in general. I would say that we would rank them lower on our like.
I think we said like we didn't watch them at all.
And like over the years of doing this show and fucking like becoming obsessed with these low budget, because that's where we found the love of it, was these low budget vampire movies. I think that's what it took for me to really get into it, but now that we have, like, every one of them is super unique and they're different, but this one still is a notch above all the other ones, like Kingdom of the Vampire and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Great fucking movie. I love like City of the Vampires, like great fucking movies, dude. But
this one, dude,
they're not darkness, man. No. Because it's just a tone of just like evil and fucking like truly making vampires what I feel like a vampire should be. Like just brutal as fuck, like not like a sexy suave Gomez Adam type fucking character, like
a crackhead.
I need brutal motherfuckers. Yeah, exactly. Like vicious, like bloodthirsty, like that's the idea that creature would be. So dude, this nails fucking vampirism.
Thanks for the sub, FOB Man Gaming. I guess we'll dedicate this first clip to you. We don't mean that in any sort of way personally.
Yeah, that's a rough one to dedicate to somebody.
Yeah. But this is the intro. This is the intro to Darkness. So, this shit. Oh, VCR World, what's up, bro? So this is the setup you get to this fucking movie, and it doesn't let up throughout the whole thing.
There's nothing we can
This guy comes running in a panic. There's a cop in there.
Don't do this. Put the gun down.
No, there is no other choice.
There's nobody out there. Nobody is going to hurt you. Now just give me the gun, and we will all be all right.
You're wrong. We're already dead.
No!
Oh, fuck. This guy fucking...
Probably one of the best like self-shot like scenes, like well done also, like believable.
Yeah.
Dude.
So he fucking walks into this fucking gas station. This guy's covered in blood. There's a cop in there. His buddy, I guess, or somebody he knows at least is in there. There's a fucking teller behind the booth, whatever, ringing people up. He runs in, yo, this guy's gonna fucking kill us. It's too late. Like, we're fucking already dead. All this bullshit. He steals the cop's gun, shoots himself in the fucking head, comes back as a fucking vampire, kills the cop, like, just brutally shoots her. Fucking the guy behind the counter gets killed by Liven. He fucking, oh my God.
I feel like the whole entire gas station sequence is probably one of the best, like, even if that was like its own little like small like mini movie or some bullshit, or like
imagine that was a short
hype film. Dude, I watched that scene every time with just like jaw on the ground. How can this be so good? for all that went into it. Like, what's behind this movie? Who made this? Like, that scene alone just builds the perfect tension for the film. It gets me so fucking interested in what's going to be happening because, like, I get the tone of the film right the fuck away, and then I'm introduced to like a real fucking badass vampire that's not, like I said, like a sissy vampire. This dude's a badass who's like coming in and like taking
romantic.
names.
He's just killing.
Like,
He's just killing, bro. He's just killing.
It's so good.
And I love the voiceovers that you get where he's like talking about how, like, yeah, this is basically like the end of my life right here. Like, this fucking it my life. It all started right here. Fucking awesome.
And like our I guess you'd call him our main character, right? What's that kid's name? Is it Toby or something like that?
Yeah.
Like that dude, he's like the most least expecting hero of like a film like this. He's kind of like a nerdy, and he's in this gas station scene too. He's like the last like survivor of this gas station scene.
Yeah, he's hiding in the
like,
back while all this is happening. He's like behind a
and so for
rack.
him to become like this vampire hunter, for lack of a better term, but like, and then like meeting up with other people who are like in similar situations in this like apocalypse that's unfolding, because I love how like the vampire thing spreads like real fast, and like, infection is just like immediately savage. That person is taking over that same brutality, and like, it's so, and I think a great example of that is, after this amazing fucking opening, we go to this like abandoned vampire house that this Toby character comes fucking stumbling on, and he's got his fucking weapons ready for the apocalypse.
Yeah, he gets fucking strapped up pretty quickly.
The holy water, the shotgun. This dude is like no bullshit, ready to go. But the tone of this, I mean, perfect.
It's got his Evil Dead fucking chainsaw. This is the type of gore that you're getting in this. Just guts, goo.
And this is the soundtrack
everywhere.
too. This isn't added. Like, it's fucking metal as hell, man.
Looks like a show that you would go to at the VFW hall down the block. But like the effects are great, right? It looks fucking awesome. Whenever they're doing something that's like on somebody, it looks pretty believable. Tons of blood.
Great.
Why does he only chainsaw its hand?
Teaching him a lesson, Alan Cantation. It was just like, naughty hand. You got to fucking show him what's up. He kills everybody. Don't worry.
Everybody gets it eventually.
Dies.
He had that plot armor for a second. He was wearing that plot chainmail for a minute. He eventually uses holy water, I think, on all of them. Well, at least the one. And like they start like melting and exploding. That's pretty fucking awesome too.
Dude, and that's the cool thing about this movie also. I hate when like vampire movies just get rid of traditional vampire rules, or they make up their own fucking vampire rules. Like, that shit doesn't fly with me. Like, for all of these like dark creatures that have been created throughout time, there's a set of fucking rules and boundaries that go within the realm of these things, and to lose that, I just makes me not want to watch those movies. And this movie like keeps the faith of all of those things, man.
All right.
The holy water, the sunlight. It's fucking awesome.
I got a question for you, and I got a question for the chat. If vampires were real, what like stipulations would most likely be legit? What do you think are the most realistic things against a vampire?
I'll say the one thing for sure that I don't think would fly would be the garlic thing.
I don't think so either.
It just doesn't, there's got to be Italian vampires, bro. Like, there's just no way.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Yeah, no.
But something that I feel like would have to like hold true would be the sunlight. Yeah, like as Alan Cantation is saying right here, the daylight I feel like is a must for that creature. It's like inherently vampire.
Stake through the heart?
I don't, I
think
could give
so.
it.
I think that would kill most things.
Right.
Supernatural or not. I think though it wouldn't be a supernatural creature. I feel like it would be more like a mutation of sorts. You know what I mean? So I don't think holy water would work. I think I wouldn't try that.
No, I don't think the holy water should necessarily kill a vampire. I think that's more of like a deterrent as to like it fucks them up a little bit. You know, it's
Yeah.
like a
Unless you like
acid on
dunk, unless you
somebody,
dunk them
know
in
what I'm
it,
saying?
which they do in this.
Yeah.
And,
Turn him into
there's-
like a fucking Two-Face vampire. You know what I'm saying? And like,
There's-
but what are the what's the other one though that
the
goes
mirror,
with the crucifix?
No reflection.
See, I like that.
I like
it's
that, but I don't think it would be real.
I don't think it would be real, but I do. I enjoy like the tell that gives somebody, the reveal that you can get in a film.
Yeah,
That like, especially like the shock, you know, like, oh, the fucking
dude, Fright Night has
I've been
the best
seeing this
scene with that,
dude.
where Peter
Yeah.
Vincent sees that he doesn't have the reflection. Whew, and it like
Dude, I'm such
spooks
a
him.
Fright Night whore. I'm not even afraid to admit it. I fucking love that
It's
goddamn
a great,
movie.
great
dude.
theme song, man. That's a theme song you can
So
listen to in the
good.
truck, bro. QU
Beheading.
beheading. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
beheading is a good way to kill a vampire. I don't think it necessarily has to be the stake through the
Being
heart. I like a
invited
good
in?
beheading.
Nah, I don't think that one's legit either. I think anything that requires like some sort of religious thing won't work.
So the
'Cause-
crucifix you think is a
Yeah.
no-go.
I think it's a no-go, man. I don't think that's gonna do shit. I think it's gonna be like Salem's Lot. He's just gonna fucking.
I like taking that out of the equation, actually. The religious safety of, you know, like because that doesn't exist in real life. So like, why not?
Yeah,
if we're
all-
talking
all-
about vampires being real.
Well, I just don't think that would work. I think that fucking it would be
Yeah.
like pff, killing your ass. You
And
know?
I love movies where like that happens, where like they show the cross and the vampires like, you don't fucking touch it. And shit. Like
Yeah,
that's fucking,
yeah.
I love that stuff. So
Yeah, I just also like back to the being invited in. Like, if that was going to be the case, like, where the fuck would it just live in a city, and the vampire can't come in your fucking house because like it's just all apartments and shit. Like you're safe everywhere, you know.
but the doorman invites him in. I mean, what's really, is it the building or is it your personal space?
Yeah,
that
like,
the
do you have
invite
to
has
own the
be put
deed?
to?
Like, if I don't own the deed to the property, does it matter? Because
I'm not inviting you in. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's
You got to talk to the owner.
yeah.
I like-
Fuck, man. I don't know.
So he calls your landlord and is like, I'd like to tour apartment 2B one
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, come on
Hello,
in."
this is your local gas company. We believe there's a gas leak in your
That's
unit.
the tricky thing about vampires, dude. You got to
Yeah.
be careful with it.
Only
They'll
it
find
would
a
be
way.
like 2:00 in the morning though. They would be like showing up like the
Yeah, they
Roto-Rooter
can't
guy
call during the day.
wearing that fucking like hat. What's up, man?
What about like the little like you know, vampire bitch, the escort, the fucking the take care of person. What do they call that?
oh, like a
The valet?
familiar? Like a familiar?
Yeah, the familiar. Yeah.
I think that would be probably a legit thing. Dude, you get people fucking worship celebrities. Never mind like fucking like a supernatural or just a superhuman being.
I
Like
think
you
you
would
kind
get
of have
somebody.
to have like a daytime like caretaker if you were a vampire, right? You're so vulnerable, bro.
Yeah, it'd be easy to kill a vampire. But I like what Liven does in this movie where he like buries himself. That's pretty fucking awesome. Right? Like he goes underground.
That is good.
Because then you don't
Yeah,
really
like-
need anybody. Like you just hide in like the desert or some shit. What
Yeah, I'm
about
definitely a supernatural simp? I'll get down with some of
what
that.
about being like a mortal? Like or do you think they would just maybe age slower?
I like the immortal thing. I like the idea of like, well, see, okay, maybe I don't, because like I like the viciousness of these vampires and like
They're almost like zombies.
Yeah, I like the abuse they can take before they're dead and then continue to be like savage.
Mhm.
And I think if they were immortal, like that kind of lends itself to like that fucking Brad Pitt kind of fucking vampire where it's like, oh, we're going to be beautiful forever and like
Yeah,
all that. Like,
yeah.
I don't, and that's like, you know, I think that could go. I'm 100% okay with it.
I
with
would
it
like
no longer being.
I would like like they age slower. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah, I
like
can see that. Yeah, like they might even have like, you know,
They're like an Aragon type
healing
guy. Like
a little faster. Like they don't heal. Like,
Like
they
they-
don't just magically heal. But
yeah, like they live to be like 200, 250.
I like that.
Like that's
I
a
like
pretty
that.
cool thing because like they would be old enough where
Some
they know
Dumbledore shit, bro.
where like
I'm
they
down
know like the history of where like they've been around since like the Declaration of Independence. Like that's pretty cool. You know what I
I
mean?
do like the idea of them like living through multiple generations and centuries of like people and stuff, and then that is a good concept. So I think putting an age limit on it is good, but I don't like the idea of immortality.
Yeah,
because
you just
like
age slower. You
you're not
turn
gonna
into
be
like
it's like, wow, what the fuck is the movie that we just watched where like you couldn't die, like
oh,
but
Shattered
you could
Dead.
like like you take damage and shit. Yeah, dude, like it's that concept where it's like if you're immortal and you like your body's all fucked up, like that sucks, man.
Dude,
Like,
Kiryu Gore thinks that John Carpenter ripped off this movie with vampires because the head vampire burrows in the dirt during the day with the vampire clan. I don't know,
I'm
man.
surprised
Pretty
this
close.
movie's not ripped off more because it's that fucking good,
I think
to
people
be
just
honest
haven't
with you.
seen it. It's been
All
kind
right,
of
so
like MIA.
Kegstan is in the chat. As always, we appreciate you being here, bud. He says, what about the transformation aspect of like turning into
Absolutely
a bat
not.
or just like a shapeshifter in general? Like,
Absolutely not. That's no. You're a vampire. I think
okay,
maybe
so
you
how
could,
about
I think maybe you could like retract your fangs. That would be about it.
no? That's don't retract.
So you can
What
so
is
you can
that?
look
Like,
normal. So you can
retract
look
the fang.
so you can look like a person, like a normal person.
Like go gadget fangs, and
Yeah,
this fucking
bro.
shit comes out. Dude,
Fuck
that's
yeah,
lame.
like
I
a
don't
cat's like a cat's foot. It just comes out.
like a cat's paw.
No, you don't like that?
So one thing I do think should remain an aspect of all vampire things though is like I like the idea of mind control or like
Oh, like hypnotism.
yeah, that's a cool like come to me motherfucker, and they're doing it like that's I
could
like
dig,
that part.
I
of
could
things,
dig
man.
that. I could dig some hypnotism, or at least like they could fuck with you, like subconsciously.
Yeah,
like
it doesn't even have to be like full blown. I'm taking control, but like just
They're in
little
your
subtle
dreams.
things that are like, oh, what the fuck? Did
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that or some shit.
That'd
Just
be
fuck
pretty
with 'em.
sick.
Yeah, like
I don't know if that would actually be possible, but I don't know. Is there an animal that does that? I don't know.
maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
We'll see.
So yeah, basically, I don't know. We didn't really give like a full synopsis of this, but what this movie's about is it's a small town. There's this extremely powerful vampire that somehow awakens and ends up here, starts spreading the vampirism like a plague throughout the town to all the teens and the young adults. And it's basically up to, a couple young people to save, I guess, everybody, the world.
And I like that there's like kind of like two like diverging parties or like stories in this movie
That
of
eventually
like
meet
the
up.
dude we talked about like at the store who
Toby.
escapes and and then we have the teenagers going to the concert
I
or
like
whatever
that.
it is.
Yeah.
Like I like that group and like how like they end up like becoming like their paths intertwined because of the chaos that ensues and stuff. Just a really. Dude, and just like the build of this story, I'm just like so glued into it the whole time. I've seen it so many times, and every time I'm still like, damn, like I didn't realize it was this fucking good every time I watch it.
One thing I like is like when Toby meets the girl, right? Like he helps her because her dad is infected. And he's
the fucking drill, dude.
oh my god, how fucking creepy is this shit? So she's in her house looking for her family, and her dad's got like a fucking drill with like a 1/2-inch spade bit on the end.
That's like a early fucking battery drill also.
But this is fucking awesome. Imagine coming home and that's what you see, but our man fucking Toby comes to the rescue with his fucking damn.
Colt 45. Dude, you fucking Nosferatu fangs or classic fangs. I prefer the classic fang.
Yeah.
I think the Nosferatu fang's a little too monsterish.
Yeah, I would think they would have more just like bigger canines. You know what I mean? Like wouldn't have the rat
sharper.
look. Even though I do enjoy the Kurt Barlow fucking Salem's Lot look. I think that's like a super cool vampire. But I feel like if it was gonna be like a real thing that was Among Us, they would probably have like regular Dracula fangs that they can kind of blend in more.
Yeah, a little more discreet for sure.
Yeah. I feel like if you had the rat fangs, you probably wouldn't have made it through like the fucking 1700s. You know what I mean? I feel like they would have been They would have
They're
been
gonna
put down.
pin your ass right away. Yeah, they were burning witches who thought
They were
like
burning
that
everybody.
bitch made bread rise. We're fucking killing her. Like they didn't give a fuck, dude.
Is that pumpernickel?
Yeah,
Burn her.
When I was saying how like savage like the vampire attacks are, I think the greatest like example of that in a way is the car wash scene where
Oh my God.
the one kid's getting away and he just like kind of sacrifices himself for the girl who needs to like get away also, and just like the way that this vampire like bite, because it's almost like a traditional vampire biting of the neck, but it's what you'd really imagine that scenario would be.
Yeah,
because it's never just like a clean little bite.
Yeah,
that's like that's the worst.
And it's done by like an early '90s Trent Reznor. Steve. It's a good soundtrack too.
It's awesome.
Imagine being in that position, like seeing somebody that like just getting
beaten.
Yeah.
But in this
Like,
part right here, him
blood
just like
spraying
spraying out. It's how it would be. It's so good.
Run! I really like the use of like the black background in this movie. They do that a lot. They do it in the gas station scene when Liven kills the girl outside by the Camaro. Like it's like her getting her fucking shit destroyed, but it's just her and Liven and a black background. But it
makes
looks
things
like
pop off of
yeah,
it so
looks
much,
super
dude.
cool. I don't know if that was done like in a room or they just like pointed the camera up and there was just so happened to be like a dark night or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's
looks
so
great.
fucking cool. Yeah. But it just gives it like the way that these vampires attack in this movie, with the soundtrack that also goes along with it, it gives it this like intensity throughout the whole thing where when there's action, it feels that much more like intense, that much more crazy, that much more violent. Right.
100%.
Like, and it's not like, oh, he's just going to walk in and like just shoot somebody and that's it. There's like, it's like we saw in the clip with the chainsaw, like it's fucking nuts, right? It's never just simple. There's always like shit
and
going
it escalates. And like I was even like telling you, like I'm trying to pull clips for this episode, and it's like these scenes are not just like what I'm showing you. Like that scene like we just saw, super gnarly, but that scene continues on for like 3 more minutes of this
and it keeps
motherfucker
getting
being
more
eaten
and more
alive.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it builds where like there's just like a group of fucking zombie vampires really just fucking tearing at this kid, and I'm like, man, like it's so hard to pick and choose like what I want to show, because like I feel like that scene is a great example of a vampire bite and how I feel like it would really be, but at the same time the other half of that scene is so fucking awesome too. But you got to pick your battles with something like this, man.
yeah, and it's crazy how this movie just progresses, and there's really hardly any downtime, because right after like they get away, like they end up running into more people, and this is like one of the points where the groups converge, right? Where they end up getting attacked by some vampires, and they do some of the girls do a little bit of damage back this time, right?
Yeah.
So and it's cool because anytime they use like a long bladed weapon in a movie, like a low budget movie, I'm curious how they do it. So the dudes are just blowing these fucking vampires away, and it shows how many are actually like infected by this point.
It just breeds chaos. This movie just feels chaotic, and I love that.
The score too is fucking super. I don't know.
Oh yeah, this music just crushes.
Look at that shit. She stabs the fucking the vampire in the spine with a serrated machete.
Gnarly.
But like that, I guess theme, like the darkness theme number 2. It's not like the main theme. It's like the second one that they use.
But it plays quite a bit in this movie for sure.
That shit just like that gets me amped. Right? That's like going to see Rocky and fucking now you want to go fight somebody, right?
It's that, and like, dude, that like synth score is super good. And then like I've always said, and it's because of this movie, adding the fucking heavy metal to those gore scenes I think adds a whole different level of intensity. It adds a different level of feeling. It's no longer just like, oh, a traditional like horror movie I've seen a million times. Like this is something so dialed in specifically for like me. It feels like, you know, when it's that, it's like, it's everything that I'm really into, like right in front of me, served up on a plate in the best way possible.
Yeah.
This movie is so fucking addicting. Like I think that's the best way to describe this movie.
Yeah. And it's cool how, you know, as the story progresses, you see that they're targeting one of the kids, right? He's apparently like the, I guess, the weak link, because Liven thinks he's the one that'll turn on everybody else. And he's actually the dude that's on the cover. He's the one, what's his name? Jody?
I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah, I believe his name is Jody. But I always thought this was like a really cool scene where they kind of corner him in an alley. And for this to be such a low budget movie shot on 16 millimeter, like this looks pretty fucking awesome. Like, look at that shit.
And dude, like this is what I was saying, like it builds such great suspense, and just like this isn't even a gory scene. It's just awesome as a vampire movie.
Yeah. This guy's like wearing the fucking, looks like he's wearing pajamas, but he's just wearing like acid wash denim.
But yeah, from here he gets like trapped in this movie theater with the head vampire, and like we don't know what exactly happens in that theater, but we soon find out after.
Yeah,
but
we got an idea.
Like, just the building of tension and suspense that happens in this, I am so fucking in love with it. And there's like another great scene because we see that where like the parents are also like, you know, it's not just the kids that are becoming affected. Like, you know, the parents of these kids are also, if they get fucking bit or attacked, they're also doing that. And I love, like, it's kind of towards the beginning a little bit, but it's like, it's showing like different scenes of like where these parents have like really committed atrocities and shit like that. And the one is like this mom is like basically hacked up the dad in the bathroom, and the fucking, or it's a dad or a sister or something. It's a family member of this kid, but it's like hacked him to fucking pieces in this bathtub. And like the way that this scene is shot and the suspense that it builds, very little gore, but once again, one of the best scenes in the movie.
This is when everybody's like going back to see if their families are home and who's alive, I guess. And this is like the middle of the night. I think this is supposed to be around like 3 a.m.
Dude, this chick standing there with the fucking machete.
Ride or die right there.
Oh, it's so good. Doesn't show you the hit, dude. But like the shot of like her standing like around the corner, like holding the fucking knife and stuff, man. Like the way all of that was shot and framed, I'm just, man, like I couldn't get enough of that today. Like the last few days when I've been watching, I was like, I've never noticed like how actually well directed and like put together the film is, besides all the other things that I love about it.
Yeah, it's not just a bunch of gore scenes put together. Like it's got that
there's
Fulci
that
thing going on
there's
sometimes.
So much more.
Yeah, where like it's like this beautiful scene, but like there's something horrible going on. Like there's another scene where they show, it's kind of like a panning shot of a dead girl in a car, and it's like it reminds me almost of something out of like Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. When you see her, like she's like got her head like kind of cocked to the side, and like you could see she's been like eaten basically by Live, and like that's like such a fucking awesomely shot scene, and it's super creepy and like almost depressing,
beautiful
in a way,
in a weird way, like just like the serenity of like her like not, you know, moving and stuff, dude. It's this movie hits so many levels. Like
there's the corpse, the corpse that's in the tree outside of the first house.
Oh my god, that's probably the coolest fucking imagery in this movie. I wish I pulled a still of that. It's crazy as fuck. It looks like something that like fucking Vlad the Impaler would have outside of his castle, dude. Like it's just this dead huge tree with a fucking dead body just draped over it, and just it's gnarly looking.
I always thought that it like was almost like Texas Chainsaw Massacre-ish, like in the beginning.
Yeah,
like with like
it
the
has
whole
that
like
vibe.
the cemetery with the body like on the fucking monument and stuff. But
That in particular, the body on the tree has a very, very TCM fucking thing going on.
Yeah. And like this movie basically culminates in like one of the gooeyest vampire deaths that you could say is on film, right? Would you say that?
So, I mean, before the actual, like, where the kid that was chosen and, like, meet their maker together, there is, like, this massive vampire meltdown, right? I guess, is that what we would call it?
Yeah, I like that. Goo down.
Oh, dude, it is.
Shooting goo, baby.
There's so much goo being shot in this scene.
Watch. Shooting goo.
Oh,
Shooting goo. Because it's not like just
goo.
It's not just blood. Like it's all different like viscous fluids coming out when all these
there's like pustules popping and shit in scenes, man.
It's pretty trippy.
And this is another scene that this goes on for like 3 or 4 minutes of this movie. This continual scene. So this is just a snippet of like the madness of when the sun comes up.
Imagine dosing somebody, putting them in a room with that playing, just like a loop of that.
A loop
for an hour.
over and over.
Yeah, with the with the
meltdown.
soundtrack, with like the fucking screaming and shit.
Yeah,
oh my god,
it legitimately would melt you down. You'd be shooting goo for a while after that.
The fleshy skeletons remind me of the Deadite melt in the original Evil Dead. Yeah, I agree with that too. Yeah, it also reminds me of some of the Army of Darkness fucking Deadites. Right? It has that like. I don't even fucking know.
It's like that guy on Indiana Jones and he fucking drinks the Grail and it fucking shrivels his ass up.
No, the one that looks at the Ark.
Oh, the Ark, yeah. I'm thinking
right?
of the
and
other one. Yeah.
I think the other
What's your favorite Indiana Jones movie? Is it? Because mine's definitely The Search for the Holy Grail.
Yeah, mine's Holy Grail. I like that one.
It's so good, dude. Yeah, that one's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's the best one. Choose wisely. No, you chose unwisely or whatever the fuck he's.
Makes that chick fucking drink it.
He's like a Templar knight. Like that's fucking pretty sick. That's awesome. Pretty cool. Is he a vampire? I don't know. They never explain.
Dude, that should be a crossover.
Yeah. So after that scene, we finally get to see Jody from the cover. Right, sun comes up, sun's up. Goose out. I don't
But this culmination of this movie where these two like meet. Dude,
look at that! Look, he's shooting goo all out of his fucking chest,
and it's just the goo's all over her.
Yeah. This guy's having a nervous breakdown seeing it. Right, he's losing it. Look, he's pulling his skin off. She's getting covered like a Guar concert.
It is.
Yeah. Man, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know how people don't try harder to see this fucking movie. I can't wait for this Blu-ray to come out for real.
Dude, it's so funny. If you look up the dude who plays the lead vampire guy there, like he's like in like the Wichita newspaper for like having like the biggest Star Wars collection and shit.
Wait,
and
which
like
guy?
The fucking what's his name? Lavin or whatever it is. Like
really?
Yeah, he's like a huge star. Like, dude, if you go to his like Facebook, it's all like Star Wars and like, but he like plays guitar. He looks exactly the fucking same, just like an older version of him, and like he's like a heavy metal guy. It's fucking. I love seeing it. I was like, this fucking dude.
Man, wait. Let's see. Randall Avix. What a name.
Yeah, that's the fucking guy, dude.
Dude, you should start a band with him. Let's say Randall Avix.
I should fucking reach out and start a fucking band.
Is that him wearing the fucking the Boba Fett?
Yeah, dude, that's his picture.
Oh my god. I love it. I love this fucking movie. Grizz, this is a fucking Bad Taste Hall of Fame movie, right? This is like number one.
I mean, this is Bad Taste Video. Like this is what this podcast is fucking built on, dude. Is darkness.
Yeah. I
It
honestly,
is the fourth cornerstone of Bad Taste Video. Is darkness.
I cannot recommend this movie enough. I really think that this is probably the best vampire movie I've ever seen, and I love Salem's
all
Lot,
time.
but I think this is number one.
This is it.
Right,
dude.
Salem's
This is
Lot number
one.
2. This is number 1.
I 100% agree with that too. I think that's a great, and I think it gives you a great, scope of what vampire can be with those two movies. Man.
Yeah. Would you say Fright Night 3 for you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Man, it's so hard for me to do that stuff. It's so hard because like you got the fucking
I'll
nostalgia
forget
shit.
something. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that movie's even fucking better. So
Yeah, it's always been number 1, man.
you know
It's always been
what?
number one.
The person that's played my favorite Dracula or that kind of character, Gary fucking Oldman, dude. I'm not a fan of the movie that much because of goddamn Keanu Reeves and his fucking horrible
Whoa.
acting. And fucking
talk about
Winona
John Wick
Ryder,
like
is
that.
that her name?
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started on. Dude, those two in that movie is fucking atrocious. They should have been fucking the casting director should have been put down, fucking euthanized to save the fucking planet after making those decisions.
Either like the werewolf banging in the fucking cemetery. What was that?
That's hot, bro. I'm about that.
That's because
But but dude, Gary Oldman as Dracula is hands down the best like role to take that dude. He's the fucking man. The way he looks, the acts. I love him as both like creepy nutsack head fucking Dracula in that movie, and as as
hair?
fucking like
the Star
sexy
Wars hair.
fucking the Star Wars hair. But dude, and even him as like suave, sexy vampire, great in that fucking movie.
Damn, man. I didn't know you were such a fan.
I got a boner for fucking Gary Oldman apparently.
Hey, Whatever. What can you do, dude? What can you do? So that was Darkness. Look out. The Blu-ray will be coming once that comes out. I'm sure we'll do some sort of review on the Blu-ray because we're excited for that. Yeah. So Grizz, I think it's time to head over to the wide world of metal.
Yeah, we have a really fucking awesome album this week for you guys. It is a black metal split, which is something that I love when bands do this. The actual split is entitled The Serpent Cult of Darkness. And I figured what a fucking better album to cover than something with the term fucking darkness in the goddamn name. But the two bands that we will be talking about on the split is Vampiric Rites and Moloch. Two bands that I think complement each other extremely well as far as their songwriting and their styles go. The Moloch stuff has some real cool fucking synthesizer tracks here. I knew you were gonna get into those ones because they sound like horror movie, like evil fucking horror movie soundtrack stuff.
Yeah.
But the Vampiric Rites stuff is just fucking evil. It's what I love. Like real traditional black metal feel. It has thin guitars that are like high gain. They're not like these crazy overlayered fucking amounts of guitars and stuff. It's very raw sounding without being lo-fi. Mm-hmm. I don't like when black metal bands go too lo-fi, but this is like that perfect mix of like rawness and just thinness, I guess is the term that I like in these kind of bands.
Yeah. So let's hit some fucking Vampiric Rites for these people.
Yeah, this song is the La Guilda something of long terms. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, this sounds more like traditional fucking.
And this riff. Makes you want to fucking kick someone's door down, dude. That shit is great.
I like that. You want to kick somebody's door down.
That's fucking fight music right there, boy.
I really do like that you you could tell like that's the Grizz band and then Moloch is the one that I'm into.
It's like a perfect split.
Wait, let me play the Moloch song. Hold on.
Well, this one isn't. I wish I would have pulled the synth one for you to show.
Yeah. Well, still, you can tell by
black metal.
Yeah,
it's different for sure.
It's my type of shit here.
so good too.
Yeah, see, like this is way more like, I guess I'm not gonna say like lo-fi, but
It's its own sound to it. But I think the two like just sit really well together next to each other. The vocals on that are what I think.
I really like the Moloch. Yeah, I like the Moloch
really
vocalist.
awesome.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, it's just like fucking depressing ass fucking black metal.
Yeah, it really is kind of like bordering on that like suicidal black metal kind of thing that goes like, I love like the bands like Shining and stuff like that. This is very like reminiscent of what those kind of bands are doing, but it also is very kind of like second wave at the same time. It has like those like,
Dark Throne type riffs.
Yeah, like or like the Black. It sounds very similar to those bands, but it also has a little bit of like a modern thing too, where it's like I could tell this wasn't made then. I could tell that this is like a new production, but in like a really good way, like in a cleaned up. What I think those bands probably would have done with the choices they had.
Audio
if they
aesthetic
did have them.
is pleasing to your ear. No,
For sure.
it's like lo-fi, but not too lo-fi. You know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't
Like I
like.
was saying,
Yeah,
it doesn't go too far.
When you're listening to like a new Watain album, it sounds like it was done in a legit studio and shit. This sounds like it was recorded in somebody's fucking house. You know what I mean? Which is not a bad thing.
Does not sound like the new Watain, which was amazing. But it's like the real cleaned up, very high presentation level black metal, where this is still, I think, that grittier, like underground, we're fucking making true black metal. Not that Watain isn't, but this is like the roots of like what that scene I think is built on.
Yeah, I'm down with this shit. I mean I know Moloch already. Like I knew them as a band. I never heard of Vampiric Rites, but they're another one now that like I went through their fucking their
great catalog.
their catalog on iTunes and shit. Added some of that stuff. I think this actually like I think a lot of the people that listen to us will be into both of these bands.
Yeah, it's a good mix, you know. Like we present a lot of stuff that is the kind of like our sweet spot, kind of like death metal and black metal. So hopefully, if you're a listener, like that's the. But I will try to like venture out of my comfort zone on some weeks, and we'll try to find some like. I know we have a lot of fans that listen to hardcore and stuff like that.
Oh, we could do that shit, man.
If you're a hardcore fan and stuff, man, I'm looking at you, Kairu, fucking out there punching people like you're a fucking two-stepper. You gotta hit me up. You gotta tell me what's good, what's coming out now that I should be talking about, dude. You gotta teach me the way of getting out there and dancing with the folks.
What y'all kids listen to nowadays? Because I still listen I still listen to the same shit I did in fucking 2003.
Yeah. What the fuck's up, Denny's? That's like the fucking best video. That's all I think about when I think of hardcore.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, we could do Wham. No, we can't do Wham. They're not. They haven't put out anything in a while.
Yeah. If Wham puts out a 2023 album, I'll fucking cover him.
Maybe we'll cover. we'll cover fucking. Or was that just George Michael who did Last Christmas? Was that Wham or was that just him?
Either way,
I think that was Wham. I think that was Wham.
Oh, Kyrie's got us. He's gonna send me some good stuff. I promise you.
Wham all together. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, Kiryu, fucking Kari. You got to tell me how to fucking say it. Is it Kiryu or Kairu? I think it's Kiryu. Kiryu. How are you getting Kairu?
I don't know. I don't speak any other language but my own. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to send us how do you say it? Type it out phonetically. Kiryu.
It's pronounced Cure, you see? Just like fucking Forrest said.
Motherfucker. So yeah, you could find this on, you have it on Spotify. I found it on iTunes. Is it on YouTube? Do they have it like on a channel or something?
Yeah, you can get it. Their YouTube page is up. I believe it's the actual like record company that has both bands represented. Both splits are on there. There's some not music videos, but like lyric videos and stuff you can check out.
They're on the gram?
But yeah, 100% on Instagram. Definitely follow, both of these bands. But man, definitely do some research on Vampiric Rites and their catalog. They put out an album last year, their own full length, that is absolutely fucking crushing. And they've been putting out consistent albums, almost every single year for the past few years. So they have a real fucking chunk of music to check out if you're into this kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely go check them out. Go buy some merch. I'm sure they have it up. Support these bands. You know, you gotta help these people out. Shit ain't free, right?
Ain't like
Nothing's
it used
free.
to be, so.
Ain't like it used to be. It ain't like it used to be.
All right, let's fucking get the fuck out of here, dude.
Grizz, do you know what we are covering next week?
Oh, dude, I have no idea.
No, I put you on the
plan for
spot.
this, dude.
Ooh, shit, man. Are they gonna have to fucking? They're gonna have to look at the Instagram, and I'll pick a tape out.
I think we're gonna have to do that because I'm blank minded right now. So.
Okay. We'll let you know. Dude. What?
I don't know. There's a movie I thought of, but it's not. It's kind of a newer movie, but it's a real fucking cool movie, dude.
What movie?
You ever see that movie Devil?
Is that the one in the elevator?
That movie fucking rocks, dude.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Fuck out of here.
We'll watch that when you come over.
People would fucking like that movie. All right.
We'll let you know. We'll let you know what we're gonna do. Wait, what? Forrest, do you have an idea for us?
Tell me what we're gonna do for us.
Tell us what. Oh no, get out of here. Okay. Dude, we're gonna do.
I told you.
We would do
the
fucking.
dude from fucking.
Nah, we would do fucking Tokyo Drift before we did fucking Devil,
Oh my god, Tokyo Drift. Fuck out of here.
Come on, man. You know you like that shit. Come
I'd
on.
rather do Tron.
Oh shit.
We're not doing Tron either, dude. Fuck out of here.
Come on. No, man, there's nothing. There's nothing you can think of that you want to do. There's nothing that you've been saving for the people.
What's up with the chat? What do they want to fucking see us do, man? Who's on the fucking the Tubi and whatnot? You know?
Yeah. What
There's
the
fucking movies?
What the
out there.
fuck? You guys got to let us know what you want us to cover. Maybe we'll actually do it, or we'll both
We've
just
done
go.
so many things.
That
movie sucks.
Oh no!
That actual movie?
Rage.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, that's.
Isn't there like an evil Winnie the Pooh movie that's coming out also, or it came out? Because that I have to.
We'll wait till
fucking see
that's for free because we can't pay for that shit. We ain't paying for that. That's
I'll
fucking
watch that for
ridiculous.
sure.
Yeah. You know what, man? What about the fuck is that? Blood Hunter, Song of Solemn. What the fuck are these movies? What do
Is
you
it
guys?
Song of Solemn? Yeah, from Unearthed. It's like it's another one of like it's similar to like Bouquet of Guts and Gore, right? I have that one.
Dead North.
He's like oh man, fucking Song of Solemn. I've been wanting to see that too. But that's a pretty fucking
Well,
it's a gnarly series,
we
dude.
could-
Like
you think we
Unearthed
could-
is no joke.
We might not be able to get away with that on here.
I mean, it's hyper realistic, fucking awesome shit.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to get away with that on this shit. People, the Exorcist movie. I don't know, man. You know what? We'll make a post. We'll figure it out. We'll make a post tomorrow.
You have to plan for these things probably a little bit better.
Nah, fuck it, man. We're just riding the fucking lightning.
Did we watch that movie Dead Meat yet?
Yeah, we did Dead Meat, bro.
Did we do Dead Meat?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, you know what we need to do?
What?
All right, I'm telling you right now, Ernie Cake Stand, clear your fucking calendar or something, dude. We're gonna need some input from you because we're gonna fucking cover Bad Magic. It's about fucking time.
Yeah. Keg Stand, clear your calendar. He's probably not on here anymore, but we're gonna hit you up right when we're done, and we'll see what you say. Hopefully, we could get him on. Yeah, we'll do Bad Magic, the trio. Oh shit!
Apollonia Brothers, fucking classic.
No, you're gonna have to fucking watch it, bro. Oh no. Oh my god! I cannot wait.
This one's rough.
No, it's not.
And Mike
fuck outta
fucking
here.
loves it. So if you guys want to
this shit.
see a true fucking showdown of might next week, come back next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Bad Taste Videos Twitch channel. Because it's going to be fucking on like Donkey Kong, dude. Your ass is grass next week. This movie fucking sucks.
All right. Grizz, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram at Kane_enabler.
And you can find me at Bad Taste Video. You can find everything we do at www.badtastevideo.com. Please subscribe or follow our Twitch page, twitch.tv/badtastevideo, where we go live every Tuesday night now at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We will be doing our, what are we going to call it? Saturday night's lame event. We're going to do that. I would say probably within the next 2 weekends, right? You got anything going on within the next 2 weekends?
I mean, we could do a lame event, the 10th, this coming Saturday night. I don't do anything, dude.
No, let's do it on the 17th. Let's do June 17th, so I'll do a little prep for us. All right.
Yeah, we got a little time to plan a little fucking lame event magic for you guys.
Yeah. So next week, 9 p.m. Eastern time, twitch.tv/Bad Taste Video. We'll be covering Bad Magic. We'll try to pressure Keg Stand, aka EK Wimmer from the Laser Graves podcast, to come on. But
we'll put them in the little fucking box.
Yeah. I'll put it right here. Right in the fucking Bad Taste Video box right there. But Grizz, I think that just wraps it up for this week, right?
That's it, man. Thank you guys for coming in the chat as always. You guys are fucking awesome.
We love you guys. Thank you. Thank you, everybody who follows. Thank you, everybody that subscribes. Thank you to our Patreon people. We will be doing some extra videos for Patreon. They will not be on the feed here. They will not be anywhere else but the Patreon. So if you're interested in some more content, stay tuned. We will let you know when those start going up.
If you did come in the chat, just please clean up after yourself before you guys leave. We appreciate it.
Yeah, please use bleach. All right. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week with Bad Magic.